Hey guys, what is up and welcome to a very quick League of Legends video. So as I'm sure most of you know by now, I am making jungle my second role, of course, next to mid lane. So with that being said, I'm always trying to maybe find new things or new interesting ways to play the jungle in a better way. And it just so happens that I have been seeing people to slowly start talking about this new jungle path that is just by far probably the best path that you can currently take in almost every single way, because what it does is gives you level 3 by maybe 2 minutes and 20 seconds or maybe even 15 seconds, and you can do it with a leash or without a leash. So essentially you will be the highest level in the game for a good minute or maybe 30 seconds, where you can gank, have all 3 of your abilities, maybe ganking bot lane that's still level 1, or maybe even going down to mid lane that's still only level 2, or even going and counter jungling your enemy jungler who's still probably just barely trying to get level 2 and is struggling to get that final level. So what you're seeing now on your screen is the very standard jungle path. I mean, obviously give or take a smite here or there and how people want to do it, but this right here is probably how most junglers will currently go through their jungle and how they'll currently get level 3. But now let's take a quick look at how the jungle path looks like when you want to get that early level 3. Again, you can do this either by yourself, which is the example you currently see, or you can even do it with a leash. Essentially what you want to do is you want to start the red buff, and you almost always have to start the red buff, and then you want to go ahead and take the Krugs. Now what this means is the fact that you will hit level 3 just as you finish the Krugs, because the Krugs, the way they work now, since they constantly split over and over and over, they're very annoying to kill, but on the bright side they do offer the most in terms of experience, in terms of gold. So you can see here, boom, get the red buff, level 2, finish off the Krugs, and instantly hit level 3, and you can make your way down into the bot lane, get that gank since now you have all 3 of your abilities. Or you can go ahead and counter jungle, maybe you can go in the mid lane and gank that as well. You are the highest level in the game at the very moment, so you want to make use of it as much as possible. So there's an example for you guys on both sides of the map. Doesn't matter what team you're on, it's very possible. All you have to do is start red buff and go to Krugs. You can do it with a leash or without a leash, which I showed you both as well. And in case you're wondering, here's an example of doing the exact same thing, but instead going from red buff and down to the Raptors. I mean, it does seem like the Raptors offer a lot of experience because there's so many of them now, but if you do the exact same path, but instead of Krugs you switch them with Raptors, well, you're gonna notice that you don't get anywhere near the same amount of experience. So really the only option is for red buff into Krugs. There really is no other way to do this. Now this is actually very interesting because, well, currently Ivern is actually a very strong jungler because, well, when it comes to clearing, it doesn't matter how tough or how annoying the jungle camps are, like the Krugs for instance, Ivern can still clear them very quickly and efficiently, the exact same speed as before. So it will be very easy for Ivern to get ahead in levels. But now with this, and now the fact that pretty much every single jungler can do this current path, well, maybe Ivern's power level is gonna essentially kind of drop. I mean, I still think he's a fantastic jungler, his ultimate is insanely strong, but in terms of clear speed and in terms of just rushing out that quick level in the jungle, well, it doesn't seem like Ivern has that much more of an advantage anymore. It also does seem like pretty much every meta jungler is able to do this current path, obviously some better than others, but for the most part, every single jungler should be able to do this somewhat effectively. Now Riot is actually aware of this, and in fact this is actually intended behavior. You can see by the tweets here, they wanted this to happen, but they're also stating that if this becomes kind of the only path that everyone starts to take, and it becomes by far the strongest and best way to jungle, they are going to make a little bit of tweaks to make it not the only option. But either way, that is about it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, boom, hit it with that like button. Make sure to share this with your friends so everyone else can see the new way to jungle, the best path in the game, giving you that very quick level 3. I mean, it is insanely strong and there's really no reason not to do it. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and I hope to see you from the next video. Peace.